Hi, good morning. It's Rappin with Sister Phoenix, and I'm still waking up. So, the topic of the day is what's your bandwidth? And I don't know why this popped into my head and it won't go away, and I have to talk about it. So, I wanted to talk about how there are some people in life that need their little routine. They need to stay, exactly where they are. They don't want to travel. They don't want to move. They don't want to change jobs. They're kind of living a groundhog day where you can come back 15 years later, they're still living the same life that they were living 15 years ago with maybe some slight modifications. And then there are these other people who hold positions in, three different companies and four different boards, and they're flying all over the world. And you talk to them one week, and then the next week their life is already changed, and then 3 weeks later their life is already changed. So why is that? Are we really that different, that we have such different bandwidths? And I used to kind of also frame this in the small world, big world kind of map, where it's like, you can only handle kind of a controllable, repetitive world, or you can go and live in the flurry of chaos and thrive in it and create your world as you go. You create it while you're running. So that's one way to look at it. But now I have a different way to look at it as well, which is the bandwidth, which is how much energy can you handle? How much energy can you channel? And when you are low on energy, you can't handle a lot. So I remember a time when I was just getting divorced. And to me, my dream was having 2 weeks be stable. That was like my goal. My goal was just being okay. Like just being able to pay the bills, having any kind of stability, having any kind of normalcy. That's what I wanted for my life. And that's all I had the bandwidth to handle, honestly. I just, like, the thought of getting a job in a corporate position, for some big company, whatever that job may be, even if it was, the mailroom person or secretary or whatever it is, even if the level of responsibility was really low, that was already like beyond my capacity then, because I was just trying to hold it together. I was just trying to keep my life together. And it felt overwhelming just to think about that. Like, oh my gosh, I would need to be on a regular schedule. And then people would have to, be able to reach me at any time. And then I'd have to respond to emails right away. And it just seemed super overwhelming. Fast forward to where I am now, holding multiple positions in companies, including my own, holding multiple positions on boards as an advisor, and feeling super relaxed about the whole thing. Like, yeah, it feels flowy. It feels at home. It feels good because all of it energizes me and it just brings me more bandwidth. So the question is, how do you increase this bandwidth? How do you increase it to where, being a CEO is easy peasy versus, working in the mailroom is overwhelming? Because I was both of those. I was in both of those positions and not long ago, so I totally get it. So how you increase your bandwidth and how you can hold a bigger energetic flow. Ooh, my holder is not working. So, of course, this is something that can take years. It doesn't have to take years, I'll tell you that. But someone was asking about cleaning up your energy, and this is kind of the same thing. Partially the same thing is opening your world up to being able to handle more and truly being able to handle more, handling it with ease, like a very skilled matador almost. What a terrible illustration, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, you're just like dancing and not getting gored by the bull. So first of all, is clearing all the limiting beliefs, lies. We talked about that. Limiting beliefs and lies out of your life, all the energy drains out of your life, all the limitations out of your life, and remembering who you are and remembering what you're here to do. And I'm not talking about one thing, I'm talking about all the things you're here to do. And then allowing yourself to do them, just doing them. You know, we can know things and then sit on our tails. And we do that a lot. We love to know things and then sit on our tails. No, you have to do it to increase your bandwidth. And then in the doing of such, you find your ease and you find your flow, and then you can handle more, and then you can handle more. And it's not a matter of desensitization, like, the linear thought process would be, is like, oh, well, of course you're learning more skills and, you're learning to manage your time and you're doing all of those things, but those are secondary. What's really happening is that you're finding your groove, you're finding your flow where you belong, and all of it comes back to you as energy, right? So if I am working in a mailroom and everything that I'm doing just sucks and I don't like my colleagues and I don't like my hours and I'm really tired and I'm running around, all of that is draining me. And then when I get home, I can't handle looking for another job. I can't handle whatever's going on with the family or whatever's going on with my friends because I'm already at zero. I'm already depleted. But if you're working in a really high responsibility, high stress job, but it's what you love, it's feeding you. It's feeding you, so it's giving you more energy to be able to take on more bandwidth. You see the difference? So, yeah, that's that's basically it. And this process can be done very quickly, depending on how quickly you're willing to take the brakes off and how daring you are with the bold moves that you make to get yourself there. There you go.